In this video, we will factor this polynomial, and we will use our TI-30XS multiview to help us out. Hit the table feature and clear out anything that's in there and start typing in this polynomial. So this one is 3x to the third power minus 11x squared plus 5x plus 3. Okay. Now I like to start off at -10. It rarely goes past -10, so it's a good place to start. I'm going to scroll down looking for 0 in the y column. Okay, here I have 0 in the y column at an x value of 1. So 1 is a 0 or root of this polynomial. When I find a 0 or a root, I use my synthetic division to factor. So I have my coefficients here are 3, -11, 5, and 3. You bring the first number down and you multiply. 3 times 1 is 3. That's going to give me -8. -8 times 1 is -8. That is -3 when you add these. -3 times 1 is -3, and that's 0. When you have pulled a 0 or a root right off your calculator, there should be no remainder, so you should always get 0 right here. Now this is a trinomial. These are the coefficients of the trinomial 3x squared minus 8x minus 3. Make sure that last number is a constant. So this is my trinomial, and the 0 or root that we got off the calculator corresponds to a factor of x minus 1. Okay? So if I have a +1 root, then x minus 1 must have been the factor. So now I have factored the polynomial. I have x minus 1 times this trinomial. Now at a glance, I'm not seeing the trinomial here. That means this trinomial must factor more. So let's keep going. Let's keep going and see how to factor this trinomial further. Okay, so let's go ahead and factor this as a binomial times a binomial. So I've got my 3x squared can only be factored as 3x times x. Oh, by the way, if you do the star method or something like that, now would be the time to do that instead of what I'm doing. But this is the Burton method, also known as common sense. So 3x squared is 3x times x. Now I'm looking at the 3 over here. I need something times something that gives me 3. Well, that can only be 3 times 1 or 1 times 3. I am not going to put the 3 here because if there is no common factor in the polynomial that you're factoring, there should be no common factor inside the parentheses either. So I will save time by avoiding that and going straight to 1 here and 3 here. No GCF. Inner plus outer must equal middle. Inner, I have 1x. Outer, I have 9x. I'm trying to get -8. If I have a -9 and a +1, that makes -8. So there's my +1, and this will make the -9. Also, +1 times -3 is -3, so I have factored it correctly. I will bring down the blue x minus 1 from before, and now this is completely factored. Okay, so what do we have? There's my x minus 1, my x minus 3, and my 3x plus 1. Notice the order of these doesn't matter. So the answer is D.